Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. And yeah, I remember I told you in the last episode that I was going to grind the deck a bit. I might have overdone it. So I got really excited. I'm sure that the first thing you've already noticed is that we have a new deck leader. So while I was grinding, it got my mind thinking, what deck leader can we use that will tie together both our spellcasters as well as Spirit of the Books? So while I was thinking, what I came to, which was the only logical, decision that I could really figure out, was Spirit of the Winds. So by having Spirit of the Winds, already we've got the name similarity with Spirit of the Books. It is a wind spellcaster, so essentially we're taking that wind attribute from Spirit of the Books, and we are combining that with spellcasters. So this for me is a perfect midpoint between the two, or for the hybrid that we are trying to do. So here, say hello, and I hope you guys agree with me. Say hello to Spirit of the Winds, our new deck leader. I think that she's going to be awesome. I really like her design. It really fits in with what we're trying to do, even though we aren't using any wind spellcasters. By having a Wind Wing Beast as the other integral part of this deck, I think that it's an awesome addition, and I think it's better than Lamoon. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think about that. Then I have changed the deck rather drastically. So immediately you can see we have, let's actually go by deck cast sorts. I'm going to make this as quick as I possibly can so that we can get into the dueling, into the cool stuff, but I want to update you guys as well. So obviously Spirit of the Winds, I have boosted her to a high rank. So she does give us extended support range as well as increased strength for same type friendlies, which is going to be awesome for our spellcasters. I want them to shine just as much as what Spirit of the Books does. I have added 3 Kuriboh into the deck. This is for a fusion with Dark Magician. So in the Redux, Kuriboh and Dark Magician fuse together. I don't want to give away what this fusion is, but they do fuse together to create a new fusion that wasn't in the base game. So Kuriboh is in the deck. We have 3 Dark Energies. We have a Black Pendant. Of course, we have got 2 Megamorphs that I got from Yugi. We've got a single Tears of the Mermaid, of course, our 3 Bukus, Mesmeric Control, Invisible Wire. I did duplicate Niwatori as well, so that we can summon Spirit of the Books for cheaper, because we are going to need that summoning power rather for our spellcasters. Then we've got a single negate attack in here, a single Yami Spellbinding Circle. We still only have the 1 Spirit of the Books. I wasn't able to reincarnate for that because I did use our reincarnation to get Spirit of the Winds, and I used the other one to get us another Skull Knight. Now we do have 3 Dark Elves in the deck, because what I discovered purely by accident while I was grinding is that in this Redux mod, Dark Elf and Skull Knight actually fuse together to create a new fusion as well. So very exciting. I'm going to show you guys that again. I don't want to spoil it because I wish I was recording, because I lost my mind when I saw the fusion. It was really cool. So yeah, we'll see that hopefully in the next duel or two. Then we got a Dark Piercing Light from a Reincarnation, which is really nice to have as well. A Magic Jammer from Yugi, Shadow Spell. I did get a 3 in a row. Turns out having this deck leader with the extra slot arrows really helps for getting 3 in a row. It helps someone who is woeful at it like me. So we do have a Dark Magician Girl in the deck for all the Dark Magicians that will be sent to the graveyard from our fusions, so that will power her up. Then we got 2 Shape Snatchers, our 3 Dark Magicians, as well as 2 Skull Knights, a Copycat, and then we did get a Diane Keto, the Cure Master, with that horrible Japanese artwork. I think that's the only card that I do not prefer the Japanese artwork. It's a cursed image. It's an absolutely cursed image. And then Magic Drain as well, which we also got from Yugi. So it turns out that Yugi's got some really cool cards to farm. It has pushed our deck cost up to 1,124. So once we move across to the next side of the game, we are going to have to decrease that a bit when we take on, Weevil and Rex and the rest of those guys. But in any case, we're going to go. You can see that I did do quite a few battles. I did lose twice against Yugi, unfortunately. He is tough. We did a duel against Bakura, another duel against Grandpa, just to get us closer to those reincarnations. And then today we're going to take on Big Man, Manawada, and Fablure. So let's see how that goes. So I'm really hoping that we get to show off these two new fusions that I discovered. The one with the Kuriboh and Dark Magician I knew about, but I did not know the combination of Dark Elf and Skull Knight, so seeing that was awesome. Okay, so we do already have Skull Knight and Dark Elf in our hand, so I think that we are going to hold on to that because I really want to show you guys that combination. So immediately we're not going to want to summon it on Crush. Maybe we send it along the other side of... Yeah, maybe we send it along... The issue though, I mean actually with this card it's not really an issue. So I'm going to create that and we can possibly send it up this way. So I'm going to fuse those and prepare yourselves because it is a really cool fusion. So... It does go together with Dark Energy, so it does cost us 7 summoning stars, but watch this. It's Cosmo Queen, guys. 4,200 attack Cosmo Queen because of our ability, and that is absolutely awesome. It is such a cool fusion. So we can now summon Cosmo Queen from our hand with a fusion, and this is going to help us to create dark terrain as well, which is going to be able to go over this Crush. Of course, his monsters are strong in dark terrain, but I mean against other duelists, that's going to be awesome. She's essentially a Yami, so we basically are able to create 3 copies of Yami and have Cosmo Queen on the field, which is just absolutely crazy. So yeah, we can create ourselves a Spirit of the Books. We're going to want to be careful about where we create this because he's going to be able to obviously really hurt us with that. Maybe we drop down... Oh no, let's create... We do have a Spirit of the Books in our hand, so maybe we wait on that so that we can bring that out. So we'll drop Magic Jammer so that on the next turn we can bring out Spirit of the Books. So whatever that is either a trap card or a very low level monster, because I don't think that this guy has immortals. So yeah, so let's keep advancing with Cosmo Queen. I think I might drop us back over here. We can create Spirit of the Books. Flip him face up. On the next turn we can fuse that guy as well. So we'll just bring Magic Jammer into this corner just to keep it safe. So yeah, I'm really loving the aesthetic of the deck at the moment. I think having Spirit of the Winds as the deck leader looks really awesome on the field. These new fusions are incredible. Oh, Change of Heart. Okay. At least Magic Jammer did activate, so that's going to save us. I mean, the worst that he could have really done is attack into us with Buku or run Buku over Spirit of the Books, I guess. So yeah, obviously Cosmo Queen is now out of our range, unfortunately. So let's move our deck leader across to here. And pop Buku down. Fuse that with Niwatori. So being able to make Spirit of the Books for that much cheaper as well is really nice. So we can power these guys up again. I'm not sure if this guy has Mirror Force or not. I really don't remember. I'm hoping that he doesn't. We can see if he's going to attack in on Cosmo Queen. I mean, I doubt it. We should have probably waited and sent her down the center. But I figured that by removing the Crush Terrain, that's going to help us out a lot. I mean, the warrior comes in if this guy uses Ryoku. So I think on the next turn we'll flip Cosmo Queen up here to get rid of this Crush tile, and as well as this Crush tile. And then we're able to actually attack in with Spirit of the Books as well. So let's see if we have another... Yeah, we've got another Niwatori here. So we can just move forward. Actually, by summoning... yeah, it's going to be a problem because it's going to kill Buku. So we don't want to do that just yet. So we can still... I can actually just drop down this Buku in the meantime. So we can power these guys up, and then on the following turn we must make sure that we don't have a crush tile which is going to summon Buku on and destroy that, because that's obviously not going to be ideal. So luckily we have not had him use Ryoku yet. There is change of heart though. Okay, so he's going to take control of that Buku for some reason. I know that the AI is a little bit glitched when it comes to that. So, I mean, it's going to do some damage to us. Come the next turn, that Buku is going to get killed, unfortunately, because it's going to immediately start to get the boost. Okay, so the game is not going to boost it for some reason. I guess maybe until we take control of it. So actually what we can do is just simply fuse these together. Which will help us out. We can then just run over this Buku to create another spot for us. Flip this one face up. Our Spirit of the Books will power up some more. So we'll move these guys forward. We will flip up our Cosmo Queen. So yeah, nice and powerful. We are going to probably want to try and bring our deck leader a little closer so that we can, you know, hopefully keep Cosmo Queen alive with our extra boost. But that's still a really powerful card. Then we've got obviously our Spirit of the Books advancing in, which is nice. And we can now start to summon spellcasters across here to be able to enter without the Warrior of Crushed Terrain. So yeah, so far so good. We probably want to get a couple of traps out, possibly. Okay, so his deck leader is going to run away from us. I mean, I am worried about a lot of this being trap cards. I think that just basically is what it is. So we'd already have 5 monsters out on the field. So we can actually just play a Dark Piercing Light. Let's see what he has on the field so that we know where we can go, where we can't go. Basically what we should do at this point. So he has only got monsters, so we can attack straight in on this Zoa. He's got a Zera the Mant on the field, Summon Skull, all really cool design monsters. I do love Zoa. Metal Zoa is really cool as well. Dragon Capture Jar obviously doesn't help against us, and then there is this Gravity Bind that he's been trying to lay down near us, so we can just move. Now why does Cosmo Queen lose its bonus? Oh, because he has extended support range, increased strength for Centaur friendlies, and he is going to weaken, yeah, he's going to weaken spellcasters within his range, so we cannot actually attack in with Cosmo Queen. Okay, so that's going to make this a little bit tougher. We are going to rely on our Spirit of the Books a lot, I think. I was wondering why Cosmo Queen's attack and defense was jumping up and down. So yeah, so we are going to have to wait on that a little bit, but that's fine. We'll just hang back and send in our Spirit of the Books. If we can summon a powerful enough spellcaster that we overpower him without... Okay, so Zoa is really bearing down on us. We're going to have to use this Crush Terrain. Dragon Capture Jar is going to do nothing. So yeah, we need to get a pretty powerful we need to get a fairly powerful spellcaster on the field sooner rather than later. So we can actually use this Spellbinding Circle. Where do we want to send this though? Because Zoa is down here. We can actually just drop it down for right now. Because Zoa's not going to attack in on the Spellbinding Circle in any case. We can then attack into him with Spirit of the Books on the next turn and then start moving the Spellbinding Circle in. Maybe we want to start moving our deck leader through this little gap so that we are able to summon a little nearer to his deck leader. Okay, so there's Ryoku. I am a little worried now. Yeah, Toon Summon Skull. Oof. Okay, so Toon Summon Skull is going to get spellbound, but we need to do something about that because our life points are in serious danger. And yeah, so yeah, this kind of sucks. We don't want to move Spirit of the Books too near to him. Cosmo Queen is not going to deal with that, so let's just move her out of that. Okay, yeah, this is not great at this point. We can send in multiple traps to deal with him. So maybe we just send in some Mesmeric Control and Spellbinding Circle and deal with this Toon Summon Skull and hope that he does not draw a Tremendous Fire before we draw our what's the name that I'm looking for? Diane Keto. So yeah, so let's stay as we are. I am wondering if his Zera is going to move across and trigger the Spellbinding Circle, possibly. Okay, so it's not going to do that, so Zoa is going to do that instead. Okay, so that does leave open a fairly weak card. We should be able to, because Toon Summon Skull should come and attack in on Spirit of the Books, or at least I hope so. So we'll keep Spirit of the Books exactly where it is and hope that that's going to bait Summon Skull into attacking. We do have a Megamorph as well, so we can actually power up this Cosmo Queen, I guess. So maybe we do that. Let's get rid of our weakest Spirit of the Books. So we can actually power up Cosmo Queen with our Black Pendant as well as this Megamorph. It's going to make some room in our hand as well. So we've got 500 or 5,000 attack Cosmo Queen rather. And then we'll keep Spirit of the Books in attack mode to bait out this Toon Summon Skull into being attacked by Mesmeric Control. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, perfect. I mean, it might mean that we're going to need to sacrifice our Spirit of the Books, possibly. Either that or we lower his attack even more. So we will send Cosmo Queen back up this way. We can then put our Spirit of the Books into defense mode. He's only going to be spellbound for one turn. So we can then drop down our... Do we drop down Shadow Spell, or do we just use Tears of the Mermaid and maybe we use Shadow Spell on someone else? So we'll go Tears of the Mermaid. We are going to want to attack in on Zoa, so maybe we... Yeah, so maybe we bring our deck leader across to here so that when whoever we summon next, we can pop down here and attack Zoa and have two avenues of attack. I know I'm changing the game plan here, but yeah, we need to do this. Cool, so Toon Summon Skull. I'm hoping it's going to attack in on Spirit of the Books. I mean, what we can do is that we know that no matter where he attacks, we can pop down Shadow Spell. So we'll pop down Shadow Spell, we can move... See, if we move Cosmo Queen, then he might attack that. So I don't want to move our Cosmo Queen just yet. We can maybe move it just one space. Just pop this Buku into defense for now. And let's see, now either way which he attacks, his Toon Summon Skull is going to be in trouble. So yeah, Tears of the Mermaid will activate. So his Toon Summon Skull is now in trouble. So we can then Okay, so Spirit of the Book still is not powerful enough to take that on. We do have Shape Snatch as well. We're going to want to attack in on Zoa. So let's just move this Buku out of the way. We need something to attack in on Zoa to make the most of the life point damage. So we can send in Dark Magician, I guess. So yeah, so let's do that. It is going to do a nice... Oh god, Mirror Force. Okay. Okay, so that is big trouble for us. Oh, I didn't even think about... Okay. So he does have Mirror Force then. We need to rebuild. That's a problem because we've used a lot of our equips already on... And there goes Tremendous Fire. Okay, so not the best of results. Possibly I sat back a little too long. So he does take us down. But you guys got to see one of the cool fusions at least. I think instead of sending Cosmo Queen around the left-hand side, I should have just bombed her down the center. That might have been the better way to do that. So yeah, he does take us down. I'm just going to save this real quick. And let's try that again. I mean, all in all, our Buku deck has gotten pretty strong, I'd say. Like, I'm pretty happy with it, to be fair, so... So let's move forward. Maybe we've got a couple of traps or something that we can use. Absolutely no traps, as it turns out. So we'll just put our Dark Piercing Light back here. The scary thing with him is his Ryoku plays. Like, that's what kept getting me the last time that I played against him as well. We do have Spirit of the Books, but there's always the chance that it's going to summon a Buku on this Crush tile. So I don't want to do that this turn. I might just drop down, or we can actually just send forward a Shape Snatch. So I think let's do that. We'll send forward Shape Snatch. We may as well make use of the summoning power while we have it. And with it taking Zera's attack power, okay, he is going to do Tremendous Fire. I'd rather he uses that now instead of after the Ryoku plays. So yeah, so we can just advance Shape Snatch. It is going to have a decent amount of attack. We can then... Yeah, so we can actually drop down Spirit of the Books. We need to hope that he does not kill Shape Snatch, because then our Spirit of the Books is done for. But I mean, we're going to have to just take that risk at this point. I mean, it is a bit difficult to do the Spirit of the Books play in this duel because of the fact that that there is this Crush terrain, so you aren't able to move it in without changing the terrain. So we do have Diane Keto as well, so we can play that if we need. So strengthen the Spirit of the Books again. We'll move Shape Snatch across to there. I want to keep our Spirit of the Book safe, but I also want to advance our Deck Leader, but if he summons there, he can attack us directly, so we don't want that to happen. I might play Dark Piercing Light soon, just so we can have an idea of what he has on the field. So he is going to run away. That makes me feel like there's... Ooh, Change of Heart. I mean, at least there's not too much... So you can take the Spirit of the... What's he taking control of? Dark Piercing Light? Okay, so he's going to put our Dark Piercing Light into defense mode. That's kind of him. Okay, so another Buku. Yeah, at this point we are bricking a little bit in our hand, which sucks. But Spirit of the Books is powering up fairly nicely, which is nice. So he is up to 3,500 attack. Let's use Shape Snatch to sniff out any traps. So those are definitely not traps. We don't want to move our deck leader forward at this point because we don't want to be attacked directly. So let's just stay exactly where we are for right now. So I think before we attack on the next turn, we are gonna... Okay, so there's another Tremendous Fire, which is fine. If we can keep our life points fairly low, then Ryoku won't affect us too much. So I think that what we might do is... I want to see what he does have. Do we use our Dark Piercing Light now? I mean, possibly we do. What does he have that we can copycat? So do we save that copycat to use a Ryoku? Let's see, we can always copycat Change of Hearts as well. So I'm just going to flip up this Dark Piercing Light. Okay, so he has got 2 Mirror Forces, which sucks. So what I can do is we can... Maybe we just use these copycats to get rid of Mirror Force, I guess. Because we need to get rid of those regardless. With him having 2 Mirror Forces, that is dangerous for us. Let's just move these Bukus kind of away from our deck leader. We can always suicide one of them if we need to make space to play a monster. And then we'll put Shape Snatch into defense mode because he's not going to be able to attack it in any case. And then we need to basically just get rid of these Mirror Forces on the field because they are a bit of a problem for us. So, yeah, so let's move across to here. Oh, damn it, our Bukus were in attack mode. That was so stupid of me. That was not right. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is we can sacrifice a single Dark Elf. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh well. And then we'll just... Again, we can't really move these guys past the Crush terrain, unfortunately. So we're going to have to send some cards along the side here. And the issue is then summoning on the Crush. Okay, so Mimicat, what is he going to take control of? Yeah, Tremendous Fire, of course. Okay, so let's see what we can... Okay, so we can play the Kuriboh and Dark Magician combo, which I think I would definitely like to do, but we are trapped at the moment by this Crush, so we will need to move our deck leader onto the Crush terrain. So we'll have to do that on the next turn. I don't... Yeah, we can lay down Diane Keto for now. And just activate that whenever we need to. I mean, I think that he did revive... Ooh, okay, so there comes Ryoku. Oh my god, and he's going to Tremendous Fire us as well. And it's another loss. This Ryoku Tremendous Fire play is just so frustrating. Ugh. Okay, duel number 3. I mean, in the last playthrough, it did take us 3 goes. So third time lucky, I'm hoping. So another save, and this is going to be a fairly long episode, I think. Okay, so this is going to be the one. Like that Ryoku and Tremendous Fire combo, leaving you on 1,000 life point damage, like it sucks so much. Like, it honestly sucks so much. So yeah, I actually forgot that Buku isn't going to have the boost from the Dark terrain, so he can be summoned on the Crush terrain. What was I talking about? So yeah, let's send down a Spellbinding Circle in the meantime. We can pop down a Magic Jammer 2 on the next turn, just to stop those Tremendous Fires and Change of Hearts. So that might be the better play to do. So yeah, let's drop down Magic Jammer. Move Spellbinding Circle in on him. So let's see what we have in our hand. Not very much, as it turns out. I mean, we can just suicide a... We can pop down a Dark Elf. And just basically have her as a bit of bait, I guess. Worst comes to worst, we can flip her face up and just suicide her into Zera. Nope, there comes Ryoku. Okay, so Spellbinding Circle is going to save our Dark Elf. I mean, that's a 5,000 attack Zoa. I mean, I don't know what they expect us to do against that. What is going to help us is that we can create Cosmo Queen, and Zoa is done for, like, basically a lot of turns at this point. So, yeah, so we can do this. We can then bypass Zoa and attack into this. Mirror Force, of course. Okay, well, we'll try and come back from this. Like, that Zoa has us so screwed at this point. So maybe we just wait for the next turn and then summon Cosmo Queen again. So I'm just going to pop down Kuriboh in defense mode. Okay, so now we know what that is. So that is Gorgon's Eye. But that's fine. Because Kuriboh's not going to take attack damage in any case. So let's move our deck leader, create another Cosmo Queen. Attack in on Gorgon's Eye. That's going to create, or it's going to get rid of this crushed terrain that's giving us problems. And we do still have 2,000 life points to deal with, or to, you know, take him on with, so maybe we're going to be okay. I mean, he's going to leave himself fairly open on this side. I mean, maybe he feels that Zoa is going to be okay. So 2,900 points of direct damage. Problem is that Zoa can attack in on our Cosmo Queen, but if we summon here, we can block him. So we can just put down... Yeah, at this point we basically just want to block this Zoa as much as we possibly can. So let's put down another Kuriboh. Then we cannot be attacked directly. Okay, so Zoa is going to attack in on that Kuriboh. Basically using Kuriboh as a wall at this point. And then, yeah, we need to basically run away from Zoa as much as we can. So it kind of sucks that this Kuriboh is spellbound, but I mean, that is what it is. We can use Shape Snatch. We're going to basically put the Crushed Terrain back, but it is going to get rid of Zoa, I guess. So let's do that. I'm going to pop Cosmo Queen into defense, just in case he decides to attack into that. I'm hoping he's going to attack down into Shape Snatch, preferably, so that our Cosmo Queen stays alive. So yeah, so let's try that. No, so he is going to get rid of Cosmo Queen. That's fine. Yeah, we're going to need to... It was necessary, like, we didn't want to take the 2,000 life point damage that it would have done. So, I mean, that's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, we need to get rid of a lot of what we currently have here. So, let's do this. Let's create Spirit of the Books. pop up Buku. So yeah, so we want the Zoa to attack in on Shape Snatch, preferably sooner rather than later, so we can get rid of the Zoa that's busy rampaging around the field. We do have a 100, or we do have 2,000 life points, so we can survive one Tremendous Fire at the very least. So this is going to create crushed terrain. It is going to allow our deck leader to be fairly safe. Like, as long as we stick our deck leader on the crushed terrain, he's not going to attack in on our deck leader. He is hiding in this corner at the moment, which is, you know, kind of annoying. So yeah, let's see what we have in our hand. Okay, so we can create Yami terrain whenever we like, basically. I do want to play Dark Piercing Light to see what these cards are that he has face down around him, so we know what we can attack in on. Okay, so Gravity Bind on that side, which is protecting him from direct damage, and then a Zera the Mant as well. So I may just get rid of the Gravity Bind on the next turn with one of our magic cards. So maybe we'll just send Yami to get rid of the Gravity Bind. I mean, maybe we'll put Yami down here just on one turn and then just wait, move Yami forward, and then we can possibly attack directly on his deck leader. So that might be a decent play to do. So let's see if he's going to move at all. I don't know if he feels under threat at this point. He clearly doesn't. So I'm just simply going to drop down Yami, and then we'll put these into defense mode, and then we will just simply wait, because if we can get rid of that Gravity Bind, so basically this is what I'm hoping, is that we're going to play Yami, it's going to trigger Gravity Bind, which is fine, that is what it is, we don't need Yami at this point. We can then move forward. Hey, would you look at that, guys? Treasure. So, Dimension Hole discovered. So, cool. Nice and useful. I don't know if we'll put Dimension Hole in the deck. It could be pretty fun. So, we might use that. It could be a pretty fun card to use. I actually don't know, because I've got the Extended Treasure Find, it's going to be on a block around here. So, I'm guessing it's probably this Labyrinth terrain block. I mean, most likely. And then... yeah, we can then attack in on him directly. Do we go Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magician? Let's go Dark Magician Girl. I think she's really cool. Attack in on Zera the Mant, and we take the victory. Third time lucky yet again. Awesome stuff. And that caps off a fairly long episode today. So yeah, Spirit of the Winds. Buku has been promoted. Good job, Buku. Still staying strong for the deck. So we did get 2 cards in the slots. So there is Zoa as well as Bad Reaction to Samochi. Do we try and line up? I mean, I guess we try and line up the slots. So there we go. So we got 2 Bad Reaction to Samochis. Let me just try and concentrate as much as I can. Oh, and we miss it. Okay, so we get a Bad Reaction of Samochi out of it. No complaints from me. And the deck is looking beautifully strong. I'm super happy with it. So yeah, so that's gonna bring us to the end of the episode. So yeah, it's already gone on fairly long. I hope you guys did enjoy the deck. We have not seen the Kuriboh and Dark Magician fusion yet. You guys did get to see Cosmo Queen fuse, of course. So I'm going to do my best in the next episode, where we are, of course, going to take on Weevil. So I'm going to do my best in that episode to summon Kuriboh and Dark Magician as a fusion. You guys can then see what that is as well, because it is a really cool fusion. You can always take a guess as to what it is. Oh, let me not screw this up. So yeah, we want to overwrite the save. And there we go, the game is saved, we have come to an end. I'm going to just unlimit the frame rate here so that I can get through this as quickly as possible. So, thank you so much guys for watching, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy the deck. Let me know what you think of the deck leader and all the new combinations that we have going on. I love this deck so much. I might actually make this my main playthrough when I'm done with this. So I'm gonna, you know, grind some levels and cards and decks on this save because I love this deck so much. So thank you very much for all the support so far on the channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, let me know what you think of everything in the comments down below. Anyway, let's bring this episode to an end. Until next time, and until we are Lancastrians, cheers guys, and bye for now.